Hello everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel where today I am doing my very first design team project for Not2Shabby. I'm so excited to be joining their team, and here on the screen you'll see a coupon code, Mary10, for 10% off your order. When you go shopping over there, don't forget to use that, but I'm going to show you my haul and then we'll get into creating a project. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my Not2Shabby first design team haul, and I will show you what I got. So Jaime made us these adorable little tags. Aren't they the sweetest? Oh my goodness, I watched her make these and I was like, I need one of those tags. I didn't know I was getting one, but yay. I got the Dreamy Witch right here. This is from the Not2Shabby line, and she is just adorable. I absolutely have to make a card with her. And I got Darcie's Heart and Home. This is called Cuddle in a Cup. Cuddle in a Cup. So these are about the sweetest that you can find. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is coffee, because you know me, I love coffee. Cute little polar bear sitting in the coffee. If that's not a polar bear, correct me. And then this sentiments, hope your holidays are snow delicious, for your wonderful little cupcake with the hat. That's so cute. Sending you a cuddle in a cup. And then I also got this one, which is called Winter Sparkle. And I love this because of all the elements. So I already see a night scene in my head. And this is going to be so cute and so fun to play with. And then, of course, this adorable deer and the tree. Awesome. And then I purchased these extra 3 sets. So this is, I must have really fallen in love with Darcie. So Yeti to Party. How cute. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness, so sweet. It says, let's party. The holidays are Yeti again. Are you Yeti to party? Another year older. That's abominable. That's my favorite. I hope your special day is good to the last drop. So that's so sweet. And then I got this one, which is Milk and Cookies. And this is great. We go together like milk and cookies or coffee and donuts. Coffee smells like freshly ground heaven. Any friend of coffee is a friend of mine. So that's very true. And then I had to get CC Designs Big Sister and Little Brother, because if you've seen my children, these are my kids. So I'll have to post a picture so you can check them out. But I thought this was so sweet. So Big Sister, Little Brother. I'm going to make holiday cards with these two, and they're going to have holiday colors, and then they're going to have little hats on, and it's just going to basically, I'm going to try to build a scene with them, but I thought that was sweet. So that's the haul. Let's get into some card making. All right, so let's get into creating these fun cards. I am going to pull out a piece of Canson XL watercolor paper and Bristol Smooth, and I'm going to use the exact same Distress Oxide inks on them and kind of show you the different look that you're going to get. Now keep in mind that the Canson XL watercolor paper is not stark white. I do believe the Bristol Smooth is much whiter than that, but I'm just going to be able to show you what I have in my stash and then what the differences are. Now this is Bristol Smooth that I'm using right now, and as you can see, the blend and the application of these Distress Oxides goes on a lot smoother, much creamier, and of course it's going to be too because the watercolor paper is a little bit textured. They both blend well, that I will tell you that, but there is a little bit of a difference. So I'm going to put them side by side, Canson XL on the left, Bristol on the right. And that is the different look that you get with these cards. Does it matter to me? No, it doesn't. If you can blend, then you're my friend. Yes, I'm a poet, didn't even know it. Okay, so I'm going to heat set these just a little bit because I want to do some heat embossing on them. And so it took me a little bit to kind of get my hand at the pressure for the snow stamp that I'm going to use, because as you'll see in my project, I have a boo-boo. But, you know, that's just an opportunity to embellish, so let's not fret. Right now I am using my anti-static powder tool, and I've mounted the snow that comes with this stamp set, and I'm going to use some Versamark ink, and then I'm going to just stamp that out and put some white, super fine white embossing powder over it. Now again, I don't really know, I've never used this stamp before, so there's places that I press too hard
on my cardstock. And so I think you'll see here I have like a big blob. And I didn't want to brush that away because then there would be no snow. So I don't know. At the end of the day, I figured I'm just going to cover it, and you'll see how I do that a little bit later on. And also, I was stamping on watercolor paper, so I felt that I needed to push a little bit harder, and you really don't. So for this stamp. All right, so there's my two, and now I'm going to get to stamping out my images and then coloring them. So if you guessed that I would be coloring with Arteza Real Brush markers, you would be wrong. Today, I'm going to be using Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. I know, shocker, but I need to practice more with them. So I've pulled them out. The colors are up there on the screen in the caps. You can see me using them. I am going to go really fast through the coloring because this video would have been forever and a day. So just, you know, if you have questions about it, please let me know. But basically what I do, just like I do with any other medium, is I'm going to put down the darker color where I think the shading is, and then I'm going to use a medium color and a light color. Well, I pull away one of these markers in a second because I realized that I was using the wrong colors, or I didn't need that third color rather. So these are the only two colors that I used. As I'm watching this, the lighting is no bueno. That is no good for you right now. I have resolved that problem since this video has been recorded, so my future videos will be much brighter. So I do apologize for that. Lighting has been an issue in this new house since I moved in. It's like an old 70s home where they barely have any like overhead lighting anywhere except like the bathroom and kitchen. So we've had to make do with lighting all over the place. So I do apologize. I'm still working it out, but I think I found a solution, and literally it's like 7 LED lights beaming at me from every direction. So yeah, I'm definitely not cold underneath the lights when I'm working. Even though LED doesn't put off heat, I think it's a mental thing. Okay, so I'm finishing up coloring in this adorable reindeer. So one of the reasons I love this stamp set is because it's quite diverse. You have big, I want to say chunky, but big chunky images like this reindeer, and then you have more softer, or not softer, what's the word I'm looking for? Detailed, maybe? But you have like the small moon and then the small Santa with the reindeer. So it's very different. There's very different images, and I love that because you can do so much with it. So right here, I am going to heat emboss the reindeer where in front of where I think I'm going to put the moon, because that big white blob is going to be covered by a moon. And I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne black ink, and then I'm going to use black embossing powder. And why would I do a double black? Because this is heat embossed with white snow, the black embossing powder is the only thing that would cover that, or else it would have been resisted by the clear. So that is why I used black embossing powder, which I barely ever use. It does come out really nice though when you do. And then on this card, I'm going to put down the tree and the little bunny, and I'm going to come back and embellish the tree later. That will be the last thing I do because I'm going to be using some mediums that are wet. Here I'm going to pop up my image as well with the deer and get him all situated. And then I put this little moon down on over the blob. The little moon was punched out with, I had almost the exact same size as the moon in the stamp set. It was a, I don't even know the size of it, maybe a ½ inch. I think it seems smaller than that, but it's a, well, you see the size. That's the size right there. And then I'm going to embellish the bottom of this picture with some snow, with the snow marker. You know, during this holiday season, I am in love with that snow marker. I use it a lot. And so I'm going to do that on both cards, and I get that nice, soft, fluffy snow at the bottom. But as I'm looking at this, if you heard me in the beginning of the video, I said I pictured a night sky, and I still pictured the night sky. So what I did was I masked off the moon and went back in with a couple Distress Oxides, and I wanted to cover this. So I don't go all the way down to the bottom, and at first glance, I thought it looked a little funny because it was really light at the bottom and then dark at the top, but I left it because I ultimately ended up really liking it like that. So I didn't go down any further. I believe that's Faded Jeans and Black Soot for those two colors there. And you can see me pulling off to the side of the right there to work on that surface. That's my slick surface, and it's easy to blend stuff on, almost like a craft mat. Okay, so if you hear noise in the background, I told my husband to get all his yells out with the kids because they were playing before I did my voiceover. But there are no guarantees here in the Polanco home. So if you hear things, that is what they're doing. Okay, now here I'm just going to put a little bit of gray on that moon just to get that moony look so it's not so like blanket white in your face. I took to some Lawn Fawn Rainbow Christmas paper pack, which is awesome. And I pulled out some of the colors that I'm going to be backing my panels on. And I decided to do the sentiments a little bit different. So the top one, I did the sentiment on the matching blue cardstock. And then on the bottom one, I pulled out some gray cardstock because I thought that was really a nice color to add to this. I am going to put this on a snowy or starry background paper, and then I'm going to put it on this gray piece of paper as well. So I have a lot of layering going on with this card, and I really like the way that looks. I like to layer. I think it looks pretty. And then this one, I'm just going to put on the blue cardstock, the blue paper from Lawn Fawn, and then onto my panel directly. Okay, so here I have my gold stickles for the star, and then I have my silver stickles is going to be for my garland, and then Nuvo Ruby Red Slippers, I think it's called, for the glitter drops. It's going to be like the ornaments. Now when this goes out, it almost looks too clear, like clear with a little bit of red sparkle, but when it dries really red. So I was pleased with that because I was a little nervous. And then here's some final touches I'm going to put on the deer. Gold for around the design in the deer's hair. And then the bell as well. So I'm just going to put some sparkle and shine. I do take out my white gel pen because I'm going to add those 3 dots to the deer back to the image, and that's going to make that image pop. And then a couple little highlights here and there. And I like the way when you add these extra embellishments to your cards, they really finish them up. They really do wonders for them, and I love the way they come out. So thank you so much for joining me. Here are some still photos. Don't forget to head over to Not2Shabby. You're going to find a lot of great deals over there. And don't forget to use the coupon Mary10 to get your 10% off. Jamie always has amazing things going on, a free with 60, and you can go check it out over there. I will list everything I used in the description box below. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss anything from me, and find me in other forums such as Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, where I post a lot every week, all the time. We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.